Today, I want to explore how introverts attempt to deal with what they see as the issue in their lives. But first, I want to discuss what is truly a cultural problem introverts run into. The cultural problem for introverts is this: our culture idealizes extroversion, seeing it as the path to success. We've all heard about the loudest voice getting noticed, or how networking is supposed to be an essential part of building a successful career, or even how a good performer is seen as a good leader. So, we introverts internalize this as the essential dictum of success. And that means becoming an extrovert somehow. And then we develop many ways and means to show an outward image of being the extrovert that we believe our culture wants us to be. First, we develop the belief that if we work harder, longer, and more perfectly, then our tendency to avoid the spotlight would be forgiven. Our value would shine through to those who matter, and we'd be valued for our indispensability. In other words, we try to earn what extroverts seem to receive through presence alone. This is the usual introvert strategy. Try harder instead of being seen. The pattern usually includes developing excellence as a camouflage, competence as protection, and hard work as a substitute for visibility. Excellence as a camouflage is one way of becoming indispensable, a hard act to follow. And yet, I've noticed that the extrovert beside me who jumps in and makes half a dozen mistakes in one day still gets more accolades than the introvert does. Competence is protection. Have you ever noticed that introverts tend to look perfectly turned out? Hair, makeup, clothes, manners. We have learned to fit into any social situation, not by shining, but by hiding in plain sight. We're professional, we say to ourselves, never outwardly losing our cool. Hard work is a substitute for visibility. This one sums it up. We're the ones still working away at 11 p.m., arriving at 6 a.m., working weekends, delaying vacation, continuously apologizing to family and friends when we don't show up for work reasons. The strange thing is that it actually feels good to work this hard. It feels good to be in this much seeming control of our lives. I say seeming because after a while we no longer know what we want in our lives besides business success. In any case, the hidden bargain we try to make with this strategy is, if I do more, maybe I'll be acceptable. It's a desperate bargain because we wish so much that the demand was not to change our personalities and who we are. Yet the demand, at least to our minds, never changes. It feels and is impossible. The cost is real. Exhaustion, feeling overlooked, the building of quiet resentment, and a sense of invisibility despite all we have achieved. Next time, I'll dive into the consequences of the usual introvert strategy and take a look at a better way. And I hope to see you there.